All right, y'all. First and foremost, give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and his son, the Hamashiach, who some call Yahweh Shai, Yeshua, Yah say Yah. We mostly know as Jesus Christ. Seems GMS is a little upset. Well, the elders are a little upset, and I guess some of the other brothers are gonna follow suit, which we have been seeing. They don't put a spiritual bag on my head. They don't put the target on them, y'all. This is the new, I guess, this is the new Joker that y'all beat up on, is what he said verbatim. But I don't take it as a physical beating, but more of a, we gonna be a thorn. It's gonna be a thorn, and this goes with the lesson, all right, that we did on the thorns in the flesh. That those that try to make a difference, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna get people trying to call you names. Sometimes that's all they can do. That's when you concede it to me. Once you come to my post telling me, oh man, you just a novice. That means the exact opposite. Oh man, you couldn't refute nothing I said. You came here on my video and you disagree with, but you couldn't refute nothing I said. All you could put in there was, oh man, you just a novice. Oh man, you only been teaching on YouTube 6 years. You gonna deal with the information? Yeah, so we have Elder Tahar giving out the call, and this is the thing, y'all. For you GMS members, think about it. I'm telling him, stop making videos on vocab. So vocab is not coming up to all of these different camps, bothering these brothers, trying to make, videos out of them, trying to embarrass them. Leave them alone so them brothers can just be out there teaching. Now he doubles down and sends you and try to send you to me. And y'all want to do videos on me? Biblical Hebrew defense. And I welcome that, to be honest with you. Because I don't have to be right. I'm not somebody out here talking about I got 100% of the truth and we the only ones that got authority over the Bible. We got receipts that we the only ones supposed to be teaching the Bible. You just shut up and listen, like these other camps. You can question me. Anybody that sat in my classes can question me. Anybody that came up to the school, I don't care how long you've been in the school, you could have just walked in there that day. You can question me. But, and I'm telling, man, this ain't the 90s. There's a plethora of information. So you gotta make sure that you rightly dividing the word, man. And the only time you get offended at a question is when you ain't got no answer. Hello. West Israelism, refuting the precept packet. This is Joel chapter 2, verse 27. And we're going to be saying the same thing, but we're going to be meaning two different things. And it's just about...
And this guy's such a master in the scriptures, been on YouTube since 2017. So y'all can ask him about any breakdowns. You have any breakdowns? Daniel 11 verse 4, the whole book of Daniel 9 verse 24 to 27.
And then who told you I'm a master? Who told you that? I ain't tell you that. Who told you I'm such a master in the scriptures?
Any of them prophetic breakdowns. So you have any questions, ask this guy.
Then it seems like, y'all go ask him. Don't ask me, Nate. Go ask him. You know, he's the great teacher. Go ask him.
Ask him when the numbers are going to hit New York so I can get me some money. Genesis lied all.
Now, this is him reading a comment because he's asking me about the lunar Sabbath. It's after I do a video explaining the problems with Esther 8:17, you don't respond with something on Esther 8:17 or anything that I said in that video. Rather, you want to know what I think about the lunar Sabbath. You want to know what I think about how I break down the mark of the beast. And that tells me you can see with everything that I said in that video. You can see with that. And you try to make an argument, well, he's trying to say that anybody can, become a Jew, and a Jew is a bloodline. And that ain't what I'm saying. That ain't what I'm saying. And we're going to get into it. But, just even the word Jew. That's what I'm saying. Y'all don't think. Even the word Jew. What is that? When did that word start being used? Why are Levites and Benjamites being considered Jews? And could other tribes be considered Jews during this particular time when we start using this term Jews? Was this something that we always used, or is this some name that we started using after the Babylonian exile? Do we see this before? Were we calling ourselves Jews in the wilderness? Were we calling ourselves Jews during the times of Joshua? When will we start calling ourselves Jews? And what is a Jew? What is that? My question was, if someone's going to convert to being a Jew, what does that look like? What does it look like first century? A heathen walking around Israel doing our customs. How much privileges does that individual have? How many people doing that? And if it happened you're saying that it happened during the time of Ezra, it happened 5th, 6th century, that heathens are keeping our customs and our laws and dwelling among us. What does Jerusalem look like in the 1st century when Christ is on the earth, when heathens have been there imitating us for 6 centuries? That's my question. No one's answered that. But we'll get to some answers on the next video. We'll get to some answers. But right here, we just want to show that the shots have been fired.
So a 4-hour live for all those who keep. Hold up.
And they've become, if heathens done became Jews or been Judaized, are they fighting in the war? Are they helping us fight? Are they helping us build the temple? We know Herod actually built the temple. A Judaized Edomite. Are we protecting our heathens? Are Judaized heathens protecting the temple? Are they in there doing certain things in the temple? Are they part of the sacrificial order and doing certain things in the priestly aspects. Like, what does it look like? Did they help fight with us in 70 AD? Were foreigners, were Edomites helping us? See? This is stuff we didn't want to, this is the stuff I'm asking. I don't know what y'all talking about. Oh, well, he's saying the Chinese person can change into a, I ain't saying that. Y'all just making arguments just to argue with yourself, I guess. But let's let this thing play here. It's a little more. Like I said, he's reading my comment. He's reading a comment on the lunar Sabbath. I'm telling him, I've done. We've already done. If you know, y'all know, we've already done a video on the lunar Sabbath. We did a 4-hour live, letting anybody who was under the doctrine of the lunar Sabbath to come up here and state their case. And there was a few brothers that came up. And I didn't even go on the offense. I'm just saying, hey man, just tell me, you know, I'm somebody new. Just teach me the lunar Sabbath. Teach me the doctrine. Even though I already know what they was finna say. But to see if someone's saying something new. And then I talk about non-days, transitional days. That it's trash after that. And then I was being facetious, like using, you know, my Apostle Tahar voice. Basically, I'm talking like you talking. I hate I had to break down my comments. I had to break down English.
4-hour live for all those who keep. Hold up. Where is that? For all those who keep the Sabbath according to the moon. So he's saying that this guy is a false prophet and a demon.
Who said I was a prophet? How you reading a comment and determining that I'm a prophet? I just told you, man, we just did three videos back to back on the lunar Sabbath. We was in the whole mix. I'm a demon. And then it just makes you think like, dang, you know, I done seen these folks call all kinds of people demon. They just throw that word out there. I can't even respect when you call somebody a demon now, because you just throwing that term out there when you mad.
Moon. So he's saying that this guy is a false prophet and a demon, throwing offense, showing why lunar Sabbath doesn't hold up. In my Apostle Tahar voice, we not going to keep going back and forth, you jokers.
See, when I do that in my Apostle Tahar voice, I'm just showing him himself. I'm showing him himself and how he's a hypocrite. When you up here asking me all these same questions for? And that what you would have told me if I keep asking you about something you done did 4 or 5 videos about. And not that I have a problem with it. I'm just showing that you the one talking about you got a problem doing it. So why you doing it? Why you asking me the same questions over and over and over again?
If you don't get it, it's because you are not of the elect. And
that's how you drive people away. You say, oh, well, you just ain't of the elect. You respond to my video, well, I'm going to title this video, if you ain't of the elect, you're just not going to get it. So I've spent it back on you. You asking me a question about a lunar Sabbath. I done did 4 videos on it last week. And, you know, do the work. Go watch the videos. If that's what you want to know. But to spin it back on you and your own ideology back on you. Now, we ain't finna keep going back and forth with you. We ain't finna keep going back and forth with you jokers, man. Going back and forth and all that, man. If you don't have the spirit, you just don't get it. And then I'm sitting here telling them jokes aside. Like, you know, I'm joking.
But jokes aside, anything dealing with what is it? 9 days, transitional days is trash. But who am I? Just a lowly slave. Right, you are a lowly slave to Christ, not Yahweh Shai. You damn sure not a lowly slave to Yahweh Shai. You're a lowly slave to Christ. I don't know much. That if you don't know much, you should keep your mouth shut when grown folks are talking.
He hot, y'all. He hot. Listen, y'all. That's what humility does to him. You know, Joe be wanting to flare up so bad and want to go back and forth. You be like, no, man, I don't know nothing, man. Why you over here messing with me, man? It's just like the when Eminem did that verse and he was talking about himself and yeah, man, I grew up in a trailer park and man, you ain't got to puff back up at people. And really, he mad because I didn't puff back up and that I'm not sitting up here, going at him and telling him he don't know nothing and that GMS is destroyed and GMS is this and da. Y'all all demons and y'all are joking. That's what he's used to. I say, hey man, I don't know nothing, man. Why you to diffuse it, and it just makes him hotter. Like, just throwing demon. Just shut your mouth.
You should keep your mouth shut when grown folks are talking.
Yes, sir.
This guy's a real demon. But this is the new teddy bear to beat up on. There's a new demon to beat up. You want to beat up somebody? You can beat up on this guy.
And what kind of spirit are you in if you following them orders? You just here to try to beat up on somebody's spirit. And again, I'm taking that spiritually. But you just here to try to mock somebody? Like, are you, and you gonna mess around and you gonna get edified. You gonna mess around and come over here and get edified. Oh man.
This demon right here. He takes down a bunch of videos and comments. Then all of a sudden he grows a pair of family jewels.
I don't take down no comments. Again, I like all the comments that people put up there, to let them know that I did read them. And if I put a like, but I read your comment, whether I did agree or disagree, I put a heart on there. So
Fuck out of here, man. False prophet ass. Who taught you? Who learned your mem?
And then it was crazy is that the way I came in is very unique, I would say. Maybe not today. Not today's time, but when back when I came in, people didn't come in the way I came in. And that's basically me starting my own. Me going out there passing out flyers by myself and building from I ain't been under no Zabak, and we actually helped the HOI Atlanta camp when they first got down here. So we didn't start like that. And if you go to the very first stroll all the way down, if you go to Prince of Power, stroll all the way down to the very first video, you'll see the mindset that once we done got a couple of people, and I didn't come up with Prince of Power. Prince of Power is a camp channel. I'm Brother Phineas. All right, Prince of Power was the name of the camp. I didn't have control of this channel till the person that we had over the channel, and he had the camera, and and he used to edit the videos. I ain't gonna say he fell out, but he a young man. Just pray that he repents and come back to this thing. But it's hard for a lot of the youth to walk in this thing, man. And sometimes you got to let them walk out there and get their head busted a couple times. Sometimes they got to get bruised up a little bit. And sometimes in that there's love, even in that. But and so I'm not one to force nobody. Hey man, where you at, man? Where you know what I'm saying? Man, come on in, man. We about to keep, you know. You ain't got that zeal if it ain't burning like that no more. And sometimes brothers do need that. So it's, you know, you kind of got to balance that and judge brother's spirit, judge brother's character. And sometimes, you know, you got to do like the prodigal son. Let them go and take it. Hey man, here's your money. Go on out there. Let them waste it and bump their head. And then out there they'll bethink themselves. But, you know, a lot of people don't know, yeah, man, where you going? Even though, again, like I'm saying, you know, through the, you know, a lot of the camps, we've done unity camps with a lot of the camps do know me. I am kind of known within One West Israelism. Of course, you know, nobody does unity camps with GMS, or they don't do unity camps with nobody. Them, besides themselves, them ISUPK, IUIC. And some of the unity camps I've taken down. A lot of them I'm taking down. Because of things that I've witnessed happen in there, that I didn't agree with. And so I took some of them down just to be like, man, nah, we ain't, you know, if something pop off, man, we ain't affiliated with that.
Then you got the nerve to put a heart, you know, love your comment. Goddamn clown.
It just make them matter when you love the comment, man. Oh man.
And then he gets on everybody. He gets on the IUIC.
I'm no respecter of person. You know, I get on everybody. I rebuke and correct everybody, including the church. Everybody.
Which they were going off on that.
And then he said, yeah, he corrected IUIC, but they were going off. So that was good correction. So I bet I seen any of you comment. I'm gonna go back into that video, see if you comment, see if I can find any y'all GMS in there. You know, trying to say I was wrong on that when your apostle told you that I was correct in refuting Joel 2:27 on how most One Westers are using it.
But then, let me come over here. You got a lot of demons. Hey, that's why you got to say we are not affiliated with any other camp.
And that's, you know, for him to say that, you know, that's why you got to say we not affiliated with any other camp. You know, man, some of the doctrines that y'all teach, man, have really set Israel back. There's some videos that I've clipped from y'all that I just had to just delete it because it'll just hurt Israel altogether. All of us will get lumped in with that foolishness that Joe and those elders said. Y'all was in the car together. All three of y'all was in the car together, giving advice on what you told the young men they should do. But I didn't do that. I spared you. Now Deacon didn't spare you. But I said to myself, man, that's just too much. It's just, it'll be too, you know, if I rebuked, it'll just be too much. I don't even want people knowing that there are Israelites out here just saying stuff like this. But if you want to stand on it, we can talk about it. I pray this thing was edifying. Y'all be blessed. We'll see y'all on the next one.